Welcome back to the USCA Midwest Regional American Rules Croquet Tournament held in LaFortune Park in Tulsa, Oklahoma, Labor Day weekend 2023. Tournament director is Baird. Tournament manager, with the help of the entire club, is Bob Baker. And these two have been running this tournament for what feels like forever. I'm doing the video and commentary. Thanks again to our sponsors, Chris Barley and Stuart Price. And, of course, to the United States Croquet Association. And to Don Oakley and his Croquet store, which provides sponsorship now and equipment for everybody from beginner to world champion. This is the first flight final between Archiniaco and Greg Clouse, and you can see how they got there from the draw. Carl's from Oklahoma City. Greg's an at-large member from Missouri. Carl's playing blue and black. Greg just came in with red and took a shot at blue. It's the Monday after Labor Day, the last day of the tournament. They haven't mowed the grass in a couple of days, but because it's been hot and really windy, they're running at 11 plumbers. Completely unheard of in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and thanks to the fine efforts of Joe Steiner and his recruiting the greenskeepers to understand what it is we need. I didn't see Carl's shots with blue, but the only reason blue could be sitting there is he took a hoop shot and missed it. When these guys get to championship flight, which will happen soon, will probably put yellow in corner 3 because now blue has a relatively straightforward shot at a double target on the boundary. But then maybe Greg knew that Carl wasn't going to take that shot. That's just asking for an attack, and maybe he's using it as a tice to see if Carl will get himself in trouble. Usually the rule is attack first and make your hoop second. Maybe he's not going to attack at all. He wants to work all 4 balls into his break. Some folks would have taken off from blue here, though, to focus on getting a good rush on black to hoop 3, because without that, there is no break. And now you see the advantage. Had he left blue where it was by hoop 2, he could have now just sent black to red and parked over by 3, wired from blue. And now, because yellow is 3-ball dead, he's going to put it in front of its hoop, but it's a sitting duck because blue has an easy shot on red and can very easily set up a break for black, which is also for hoop 3. Yellow could have gone to corner 2 or even corner 1 because red is still for hoop 2, and either of those positions would facilitate red's approach to its hoop. Partner deadness is generally to be avoided, but not when you need it to set up a break. Most people would go to black, rush it down to yellow, and then if you don't get the rush on yellow to hoop 2, you just leave the break for black. But doing it this way is much less likely to be successful. And now he's got to leave black out there where red has an easier shot on it. I guess Greg knew his opponent better than I do. Yellow going to black makes sense, but only if black has a pioneer at its hoop 3. Blue's only dead on opponent, but the urge to get clean is irresistible. An urge that can be resisted when one develops more confidence in break play. You just run the break and clean that partner ball when you get to its hoop. King, the danger ball incurs unnecessary deadness unless you're going to do something with it, which he can't here. So, having moved yellow, he rolls to his hoop. And if he doesn't get it, he can always go support blue. He took off from black and made the hoop. That is a great shot. Just like in setting up for a hoop, sometimes this shot is better done more obliquely along the rush line toward hoop 4 than at right angles like that, because the margin of error is bigger.
Whoa.
Does a nice job with the peel here. I think he could have given blue a rush to hoop 4 and still guarded hoop 3 from yellow setting up pretty well. That's why he put black there, I'm sure. Two peels in a row. Greg's mallet looks like a predator from our sponsor, Don Oakley. Nice attack till the hoop got in the way. Interestingly, stalking has become optional for some of the top players, like Matthew. But for us mere mortals, it's still pretty important. Might have helped him here. So Carl got away with it, and he's got his 4-ball break anyway. He's going to get his 3rd peel in a row. Carl has a real aversion to partner deadness. Most people would drop red over by 2 back as a pioneer, rush blue down to yellow, make 6, and keep the 4-ball break going to the peg. What he's doing makes sense. He's giving the break over to blue. But what that does is give Greg another chance to hit in and break things up. And taking this shot instead of using blue to keep the break going is a decision worthy of reconsideration. And another laid 3-ball break. I meant for blue, of course, because red is such a great Hoop 5 pioneer. Nothing wrong with handing it off to black again, except that it gives red a shot. Nice little 90-degree split shot would send yellow to one back and get his break going. Blue and black are both for hoop 6, so he's going to leave blue in hoop shooting position, make the hoop with 6, and then probably get out of dodge. But since black is the only ball that yellow is live on, there's a problem. So yellow takes the wire and goes 3-ball dead in order to keep black 3-ball dead. And he needs to be really careful with this shot, because if yellow hits blue on this croquet shot, since yellow is dead on blue, yellow and blue would go back. Black would be left wherever it ends up. Blue would then be in position to do some real damage.
$27.36.
Pretty sure he's not trying to hit blue here. He's just trying to block his shot on black. But this has to be very precise, because if yellow's a little bit too far to the left, then blue can still roquet black, make 6 off of red, and get a break going. He's going to roquet the danger ball red and try to make 2 back, but that's kind of a long shot. Might consider not getting any deadness, just go to corner 2 and let black join up. Blue didn't get a hoop shot, so he went to the west boundary. And Greg used the 1 back clearance to clean red of deadness on yellow. This is a good idea as long as you look at the deadness board first. There it is. Dead ball fault. They both go back. Down by 3 with a 3-ball break. Not a bad place to be. Time to mention prioritization in croquet strokes. He doesn't really need blue all that close to 5, but he did need a rush on yellow back to 4. Red overrolled the approach to hoop 4, so just give yellow a rush to 1 back. Making sure that he doesn't give blue a wiring lift because yellow's the only ball blue's live on now. It does get windy in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And while we were watching the wind, blue set up for 2 back, red set up for 4, and black came to position on the other side of 2 back. And now we're back to yellow again. And we've got a 2-point game. One back clearance went to black. Carl now faces the problem without an obvious answer. What he's going to do is roquet blue and peel it. When he does that, he's going to leave yellow a perfect pioneer for its 2-back hoop if he can't get to yellow on the boundary safely with black. So he could have just gone out of bounds with black and taken his chances. Right here, he could take off toward red, pushing blue through the hoop, but then using the extra shots from roqueting red to come move yellow. Or he could have done a more aggressive pass roll right there, making it possible to pick up yellow, but that would have risked running out of bounds. Tell me what you think. Both these players are having trouble shooting hoops under control. I don't know why she announced the time unless Greg called timeout, which of course he should have. Now he's down by 2, so here's an idea. Rush peel yellow, and then go use those 2 balls on the boundary to make 3 back and tie it up, and probably go on to win. But if he missed that shot on yellow, then it'd be over. So he's going to do the sensible thing. Darn. And now Carl doesn't have much choice. Black's dead on blue, so he can't move blue. And yellow's in position to tie it up, so he has to take this shot. And based on what happens in the rest of the game, I'm pretty sure black is first ball in last turns. Great shot under pressure. Should be a game winner. Carl's up by 2. Black's first ball in last turns. He's so competitive, though, he's still thinking of scoring more hoops. Kicking red over by blue does 2 things. It gives blue a break if it wants it, and it keeps yellow from joining up with red after he clears yellow. But what he should be focusing on is clearing yellow as far as he can out of 2 back. Now yellow has a perfectly good chance to win the game. And that should be a game winner. These guys are shooting lights out under pressure. So Greg's down by 1 and needs to send red down court, score 3 back off black to tie it up, and then get another couple of hoops and hide so that blue has nothing but a long, difficult shot. And if he can, set it up so that red has a rush on yellow back to its hoop 5. Ooh, yellow rolled off. It was otherwise well played to give him a rush back to 3 back, but he probably doesn't need it. It's close enough. That it was like a shot driven by indecision. He was thinking about going to get blue to incorporate it in a break and make a bunch of hoops, but he also knew he probably should just set up and shoot the hoop, and because he couldn't decide, he didn't get either one. Maybe. Greg, if you feel like it and you watch this, tell us what was going through your head right there. So plan B. He'll still be in position to at least tie it up if blue misses, and this is blue and black's last shot in this round of last turns. And that's it. Carl over Greg Clouse for the first flight singles championship, 13-12, in a game that could have gone either way. Either one of these guys could have won this 26-8. And when they can fix their controlled hoop shooting and get over their tactical ambivalence, they're both going to do well in championship flight next year. So give us a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. There may be more from the Midwest. Thanks to our sponsors, Chris Barley and Stuart Price. The United States Croquet Association, your source for all things croquet. And Don Oakley's Croquet Store, equipment from backyard beginner to world champion.